Hello, Orville Nation and Nerd TV. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Latchkum. And let me just put this out here. Hello, Gap. Hello, Fluger. How are you guys? Oh, hey, Love Shack. How are you? Love Shack has been pesky with me lately on Twitter, hasn't he? Hey, Steven. Hey, Jaloja Steven. Hey, Glinda. Yes, we have most excellent people in this group, in this chat. Yes, Glinda, we do. She says hello. Welcome, everybody. I'm loving the chevrons there, Gap. I'm honored. Let me just make sure we get this out. Come on. OIU. What's up, OIU? Thanks, buddy. Thanks, OIU. And thank you, Gap, again for doing our. Thank you, Gap Stargate, for doing our promos for. Excuse me. Excuse me. I should mute myself. Excuse me for the allergies. Oh, excuse me. I'm gonna try to mute myself next time I sneeze. Hello, Lord Thoth. Hello, Time Prophet. Hello, Speaker. Hello, everyone. Good to see you guys. Hello, Dee Dee Myers. Alicia. Hello, Alicia. My Orville sister. Hello. John. Good to see you guys. I want to see more videos from Love Shack. Coming soon, I hope. Gap. So Gap has been doing awesome trailers, and he's starting a new channel soon. Gap, whenever you're ready to put in links to your new channel, even though it's not launching yet, please go ahead and do it. Please, Gap. Hello, Lord Thoth and Time Prophet, and Time Prophet works on some amazing stuff. We're gonna have him on soon. Life has been pretty complicated, through COVID, and it's been complicated as of late. And I will have at some point come to an agreement with Time Prophet, and it's my fault for getting him down to an interview. We must get Time Prophet down to an interview. How is everybody doing tonight? Happy Sunday. North America, the time has changed. The days are longer. People are going to be, well, the days are not longer. They just seem longer, right? There's more daylight hours in the evenings. I actually think we should have it all year round. I think we should have, our summertime hours all year round. I think it gets too dark in the winter. And if you're getting up early in the morning, it's like you don't need that sunlight early in the morning anyway. So good to see everybody. Who's excited for the Orville? Raise your hand if you're excited. I'm getting ridiculously excited for the Orville, guys. We have been waiting for so long. It's getting crazy. I'm getting crazy excited for the Orville. We're gonna have. Listen, when season 3 is done, and I know nothing of the back. I know nothing. I mean, not like JP Egotastic, who's our buddy, but he, nothing like Gary's been on set. Gary from Nerdrotic. And nothing like those guys. Those guys have seen some behind the scenes stuff, and they know some stuff maybe, but I know nothing. But I got to tell you, I have my spidey sense. My spidey sense is tingling, and it's tingling big time. We're going to be blown away. Listen, we were blown away with Identity Part 1 and 2 in season 3. I'm sorry, in season 2. And you don't care about the Orville anymore, John. What is this? Nonsense. Nonsense, my friend. Of course you do. Stephen Klein and Time Prophet. Yay. Hello, Corinne. Oh, we got to get Corinne watching the Orville. Yes, Corinne, we're gonna have to get a group watch. Scotland would hate it if the clocks didn't change. Oh, I guess. I understand. I see what you're saying. 17 seasons aren't enough for Stargate. I'm getting C. Yeah, 17 seasons are not enough for Stargate. We need new Stargate, like now. Listen, we have been getting, oh, my friend Yitzy, my good friend Yitzy Lemons. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you, my friend. I have to talk to you this week. Hopefully, well, you know about what we Yitzy, guys. Yitzy has done some amazing stuff, and we're gonna see a lot more from Yitzy in the future. With regards to Orville Nation, I know you guys have seen him everywhere because I think he's taken over. Like, it's not the fandom menace anymore. It's like the Yitzy menace. He's done designs for everybody. Hello, Andrea. How are you? Good to see you, my friend. My new friend. Andrea has made quite a splash in our community. Halfway through season 2 and already depressed that there's no 3. It's coming. It's coming, Andrea. Yes, Stargate. We need new Stargate. All right, guys. By the way, if you I hope they find a square Stargate. Wouldn't that be cool? Isn't it? Aren't you enjoying it, Andrea? Yes. Aren't you enjoying it? I bet you are. It's got a little bit of comedy. It's got a little bit of romance. It's got a little bit of everything, huh? And it's pure Trek. Oh, you've been fighting with your PC all day. Oh. No, the sniffles, Love Shack, are from allergies. Allergies, big allergies. Oh, I am on Twitch, Gap. I've actually been on Twitch for quite a while. I haven't used it. But we're going to start doing a little bit. I'm going to start doing a little bit of Twitch to do some alternative stuff to YouTube. And thank you for reminding me, Gap. Yeah, we are on Twitch, and you guys can just follow Orville Nation on Twitch. If you have Twitch, it's all one. On Twitch, we're like this. It's all one word. Orville, just Orville Nation, all one word. So follow Orville Nation on Twitch if you can. Oh, Corinne had allergies really bad today. Yeah. Oregon scene. I will finish. Hope you feel better, Corinne, with your allergies. I will finish watching all Stargates available before they release season 3 of the Orville. Oh, are you enjoying Stargate, John? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can't watch games too long myself. Time Prophet. Yeah, I can't watch guys playing a game for too long. A little bit, but not really. Yeah, it's not my thing either. The Orville Nation at OnlyFans. Coming soon, my friend. When you get on OnlyFans, Love Shack, I will get on the OnlyFans. So I was telling you guys, from the beginning, I am getting crazy excited My spidey sense, and it's not wrong, my spidey sense is tingling. We're going to have an amazing season 3. By the time season 3 is over, guys, we're going to have I really think Orville is going to be in a very different place. Considering some of the ridiculous Trek we have been getting the last few years, Star Trek, that is, I think that the Orville is going to look like it's in a very different place at the end of season 3, because it's going to blow a lot of people away. And there's so many Trekkies out there who have not watched the Orville yet. You all know a few. If you know can you guys hear me all right, by the way? Let me just ask. Can you guys hear me okay? Is that better? Hey Jim. Good to see you. Yeah, so by the time season 3 is done. Thank you, Corinne. Thank you. By the time season 3 is done, the Orville is going to be such an established sci-fi. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Gap. Thanks, Fluger. The Orville is going to be how do I say? It's going to be such an established sci-fi show by the time season 3 is done. Like Seth and Tom, they already established it in season 2. Like season 2 was really solid. Season 1 was great. Season 2 was rock solid. And a lot of shows don't get their, don't really find their way till season, till more time has gone by. But season 2 of the Orville was amazing. And season 3 is going to blow our minds. These scripts are polished, and they have been polished. I bet somebody like Seth and the rest of the crew have used their COVID confinement time to just their I's were dotted and their T's were crossed beforehand, but I'm sure they just went overboard on refining anything that they thought should be looked at. Hello, Kigo Rogers. Good for Hulu, but I want yeah. Well, Orville's going to be on Hulu. Orville's on Hulu. Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, Hulu's not bad. I had Hulu before. I like it. Arc, great comic relief from Brazil. Hello, Jim. Thanks, Jim. Steven says, since Seth MacFarlane does a lot of animation, do you think we will get animated type Orville show like Lower Decks? I personally don't think we're going to do that. I mean, eventually, who knows? But I personally don't feel like that's going to happen right now. What could happen though? I mean, we could have some kind of crazy episode. I think. Well, I'm going to put this question out to everybody. Since I started answering it, why don't we all answer Steven's question? Since this is Latchkum, why don't we all answer Steven's question? What do you guys think? Do you guys think we might get animated type Orville like Lower Decks? I think animation could pop up at some point in like some crazy wacky episode. Hey, Jeff B. No demerits. No, this is YouTube. Heck, I'm late. Your audience is never late. Agreed, Nate. Agreed. Yeah, exactly. You read my mind, Nate. It was like, yeah, they find their footing. Like TNG finds their footing in season 3. And season 2 Orville. Yeah. Agreed. I gotta say though, I think that I use the terminology find their footing, but I mean, the Orville really found their footing in season 1. But exactly what what Nate is saying is spot on. Yeah. The clip. Am I in 2 places at one time? Transfer transit. Um, I bet they have. Yeah, I bet they Fluger. I bet they have a lot of that done too. Maybe just like leaving some room in case they want to put something in at last minute. But I agree. Yeah, I bet season 4 is Seth has got season 4 worked out. I agree. Okay, my friend John. uh, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, season 1 was quality. Was a quality season, John. Yeah. Hello, Mr. Lundell. About a girl. There you go. Listen, Mr. Lundell. Wow, Mr. Lundell says it early on in season 3 about a girl. I'm so early on in season 1. Excuse me, Mr. Lundell. Yeah, right on, Mr. Lundell. Absolutely. Um, Kronos. Hey, Kronos. Good to see you. By the way, guys, I earlier I was watching a Untitled Gate. They had a. I'm going to just briefly talk about this. They had a wow, mental blocks. A lot of blocks today. Mental blocks today. They had a tribute stream to Cliff Simon, who played Baal in Stargate. And it's such a tragedy, what happened to Cliff. I want to talk more about it on another stream. Some of you know that we contacted Cliff in like, was it November, October? And he had agreed to be on Orville Nation, the first third of the year. And it's just totally insane. I was literally about to reach out to him to schedule when I found out. It's so sad. I Cliff Simon Kronos, who played Baal in Stargate, he passed away, and he had it was a kite surfing accident. It's very sad. Such a nice guy. I'd never met him. We had some interactions with him, messaging with him, and he did some retweeting some of our posts and stuff. But we were so looking forward to having him on. Yeah, yeah, it was very sad. He was an avid outdoorsman, and I don't think we really don't know exactly what happened, but there was some kind of kite surfing accident that he was involved with, and he was like getting into all this travel stuff that he was really passionate about, and it just looked all really exciting. Like it would look really exciting as fans of Cliff. It was all really exciting that we were going to be able to watch him do this cool stuff, and hopefully, and of course we all wanted him to return when Brad finally gets his new Stargate up and running. But when Brad Wright does. But yeah, unfortunately. So what we're going to do is because I honestly thought my goal when I was going to reach out to him to schedule was going to be that we would have him on toward like maybe the last week of March. So I'm thinking that we're going to put together a like a tribute stream probably in the last week of March. So I just want to think things through a little bit, and we'll do it. Yeah, very sad. Very, very sad. Unfortunate. Thank you. Thank you, Tide Prophet. Yeah. Yeah. Gap says, I'm in Atlanta. When I saw him, I asked him if his eyes still glowed. He said, not today. I have a hangover. That's funny. He made a lot of people laugh. I saw him and I asked him. He's yeah, he made a lot of people laugh. Extremely friendly guy from everything we heard. And tomorrow on Dark Matter Monday, I don't want to I want to kind of I don't want to divert from our going over the episode and Dark Matter, but I think that we're gonna have a special guest, a special guest from Stargate community, and Joe, we're gonna ask, we're gonna just ask them briefly to if they have any words about. I'm sure they have so much to say, but briefly at the beginning, we'll just briefly talk about it. Yeah, but of course, these people like Joe and Simone, Simone Bailey, who's going to be our special guest tomorrow as a co-host. I'm sorry, our special guests are director Paul Day and actor Brendan Murray. Those are our special guests, and Simone is obviously going to be our special co-host, along with Katie and Adega. But we'll hopefully talk about it for a few minutes. All right. Yeah. It was a very fun tweet that he tweeted. I'll show it again tomorrow. I mean, when we do our stream, it was a very fun couple of tweets that he did about us. Yeah. Wow. I'm really. I gotta say, I'm going to share this with you guys for a minute. It's the second person who was going to be. It's the second person who was like less than a month and a half away from being on Orville Nation in the last 7 months. The second person who's passed away, who was going to be a guest, and the other person who was going to be a guest was a friend of Walt Disney, who was going to talk to us about Disney and Walt Disney in general, and he passed from COVID. It was an older gentleman, and it's very, I don't know. It really just makes you think when you're looking forward to talking to these people, and the other guest we were going to have on is somebody I knew personally, and it's very it's that you're just like in shock for a little bit, that you're never going to get to talk to this person. You're never going to get to do that interview, and you're never going to get to interact with them again, or at all. So, I just, it's been a hard year for a lot of people, and the whole COVID thing was politicized for a while. I think people realize after a while that it's not political. It shouldn't be politicized at all. It's not about politics. It's about, there's a lot of people, and in my line of work in health field, a lot of people know too many people who've passed away. Far too many people who've passed away this year. So, guys, we should be reminded to take care of ourselves and each other, and live a healthy lifestyle, and be happy, and enjoy ourselves. So let's get back to enjoying ourselves. And Stephen Klein, I am so sorry for deviating from your question. Let's go back to Stephen Klein's question. All right. Seth MacFarlane, because he does a lot of animation, are we going to get a Lower Decks type of animation, guys? I think personally that we could get some kind of crazy animated episode. Imagine some crazy animated episode, maybe with a 3D animation of Stewie in the simulator or something like that. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about Steven's question? Hello, Lady Mist. Good to see you. So is Seth, because Seth does a lot of animation. What do you guys think? Can we get some animated type of Orville show like Lower Decks at some point? What do you guys think about that? So we're taking Steven's question now. Stephen Klein's question. Stewie, yeah, wouldn't it be great to have Stewie? Kronos is not asking. You're most certainly not asking us who Stewie is, are you, Kronos? Stewie is, yeah, for anybody who might not know, Stewie is, of course, one of Seth's alter egos from Family Guy. Oh, bye, Corinne. Good night. Return to the 2D area in the animated form. That's hysterical, Jim. That's funny, Jim. That's funny. Doc Civil, hello. That's a great idea. Animated Orville, says Doc Civil. So yeah, okay, so you guys, some of you guys are seeing it animated, huh? Stewie is chunky soup. That's funny. How dare you? Let's get season 3 up and running first. Then we worry about animation the next year or 15. Yes, Mr. Lindell, guys, get ready for season 15 of the Orville because Mr. Lindell has said so. Absolutely, guys. Absolutely. Listen, look at Family Guy and American Dad. I mean, when Seth jumps into something, he jumps into something. Seth jumps in into the deep end of a pool when he starts something. He's obviously there is nothing better thought out than a Seth MacFarlane project. Seth has gone through it like time and time again in his head. Alicia likes the idea. Interesting. They don't have the time, neither the budget for it. Stewie is also voiced by Seth. Of course he is. Yes, he is voiced by Seth. And wouldn't it be funny to have Seth do that voice on the Orville? Partly animated Orville episode to spin off a new animated Seth show. Partly animated. Yeah, kind of like that's what I was thinking, Jeff, when Steven asked a question, I was thinking about something on the simulator. Like imagine like a Roger Rabbit type, like animated, partly animated. Interesting. It's been a while. Yeah. Hey, listen, Family Guy is still going strong. It's got some good content. I've been dying to watch Family Guy, and I haven't done it in the longest time. I need to find time to watch Family Guy. And we need to interview Robert Francesi, who is the real life Peter Griffin. By the way, any of you guys get? Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Anybody gets ideas for Orville podcasts? Alicia, please, can you do me a favor and put in your channel? Alicia, you have a wrench, right? Yeah, you have a wrench. Yeah, guys, we grow together, guys. So please, everybody, go ahead and put in your channels anytime, as much as you want. Put in your channels. There every once in a while, there's new viewers in here. There's new viewers on the replays as well. I urge everybody to sub to everyone else. Please, we grow together, guys. Sub to each other, support independent content creators. Oh, that's interesting, Jim. Animated fan project. That's interesting. I have heard some guys in the cartoon community talk about that. I have heard people in our community talk about that. Negative fleet officer. The podcast is going to be on Alicia's Orville Lounge. Why don't you put in a link to that, Alicia? Put in a link. Hello, Purple Valkyrie. Good evening, young lady. There you go. That's Alicia's. Oh, okay. That's a different link. Okay, cool. Podcast. Gotcha. Yeah, he saw that. I'm about to do an animated Trek fan film, but now you want me doing it? Or wow, Doc Civil, you should think about it. Listen, um, you know one thing one reason you should think about doing Orville Doc Civil is because CBS has put ridiculous restrictions on fan films, including animated, I assume, for Star Trek. And the Orville is already, they've already said it. Seth and Tom have come out and said it. They said it last year. You guys can do almost whatever you want as long as it's respectful, as long as you're not making money. Just like they're open to working with the fans. Guys, sub to Mr. Lindell's Groovy Movies too. I watch a groovy movie on Mr. Lindell's channel every once in a while. And Mr. Lindell, do you take suggestions for groovy movies that you might show on your channel? If you could answer that, I will put it up. Does Mr. Lindell take suggestions? I just thought about that the other day. Hello, Paul. I just want season 3 now. It's been too long. I really want it. I know. We really, really, really want it. And when we start going through the Orville again, guys, and I've been putting it off. I know I've been putting it off. The reason I've been putting it off is because I know that the Orville is because the production, like they were like, they were stop and go with filming again because of COVID. And so it looks like they're going to take a little bit longer. That's kind of the reason I've been putting off the rewatch and the reviews. I want to do the whole review of season 1 and 2. I know I've been saying that for like 6 months or 8 months, but what Kronos runs away? What are you talking about? Did I miss something? Did I miss? I don't think I missed anything. Yes, coughs. Let's see. Hello, Robert. Star Trek Axnar killed it for Trek fans films. Oh, yeah, but you know what? I got to tell you, it's not so much Axnar's fault. It's not Axnar's fault. It's freaking CBS's fault. They're very restrictive. Extremely, the restrictions are ridiculous. And I know, right? If I can find the movie and it's in public domain, I'll premiere it, says Mr. Lindell. Oh, okay, cool. That's cool. Awesome. Fan-made, non-profitable. That's socialism. Hey, CyberSelf. Hey, you. Thank you for joining us, CyberSelf. So yeah, and I think I assume Jim that you're talking about the Paramount conversation we're having, the CBS conversations we're having. Yeah, so Civil, if you can choose to do between Orville and Star Trek, please. Hello, Bird of Prey's in the house. Kapla, Bird of Prey. Kapla. Stephen King said he doesn't understand fan projects. He said that if you have the talent to do a fan project, then make something new. You know what? I mean, there is a certain logic. There's a certain logic to that. If you're talented enough to make a good fan project, or a decent fan project, maybe you should be working on your own stuff. Maybe you should. That's a good point. And that comment comes from a very creative gentleman, Time Prophet. And Alicia's channel. Please sub to Alicia. All right, guys. I'm throwing out the Latchkum. I'm asking for volunteers. I'm not picking anybody anymore because sometimes you guys don't want to. You guys just want to sit and listen. So, asking for a volunteer for the next question. Throwing the Latchkum out there. Go ahead. Ask an Orville question, guys. Orville. Let's do Orville questions. Phantom Outsider, why choose Orville as Star Trek 2020? Everyone should know this. You know what? Phantom Outsider is absolutely right. Orville is Trek anyway in 2020. And compared to what, I mean, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. No argument there. I know there is no news for a date, but anybody know if it's reasonable delay for premiere in May or wait until September? I got to tell you, I think Paul, and I've been putting out a couple tweets lately. Paul, I really think that because we have been, waiting for so long, I think we're going to get a surprise or two. That's my gut feeling. We're going to get a surprise or two. I think, even though they're not done filming, I think it would not be insane to get a small teaser in April. That's my gut feeling. Hello, Nick. Oh, is this? Oh, gotcha. Okay, Nick. Nice. Thank you for the comment, Nick. That's so nice. Orville Nation, my question: what do you think Yafet? Okay, yeah. So Time Prophet is a question, and and I missed Steven's. Steven, let's take Time Prophets first because I missed it, and then we'll take Steven's. My question: do you think Yafet should do a tribute to Odo? What do you guys think? I have a strong opinion about that. What do you guys think about that? What do you guys think? Should Yafet do a tribute to Odo? I think Yafet is a tribute to Odo in some ways. And should he do a more specific? What do you guys think? Should you do a very specific tribute to Odo? What do you guys think about that? That's a good question, Time Prophet. What do you guys think? Time Prophet catches the Latchkum and throws out a question for us. So for all of you guys who are joining us just now as we wait for answers, because a little bit of time lag, I'm thinking my spidey sense is telling us we're going to get an amazing, mind-blowing season 3, and like Orville is just going to be so on the map in sci-fi. It's going to be leader in sci-fi. Let's see. And Dark Matter season 4. We're going to be talking about Dark Matter season 4 tomorrow. We want Dark Matter season 4. Oh my gosh. Get George R. R. Martin. Gap Stargate says no to Odo. I think they are both gelatinous aliens. Rip Odo. Kronos says, yeah, they are both. No, Yafet is totally. Actually, one of the evolutions I've been thinking we're going to get from Yafet is that he's going to take human form. Steven says, I think we'll either get a teaser trailer virtually by July than the San Diego Comic-Con is supposed to be. That's a very logical thing to say, Steven. Yeah. Yafet should do a tribute to Odo, says Didi Myers. Yes. Didi says yes. Yes, Yafet should do an episode, try to make it on a humanoid form. Take on a humanoid form, says Phantom Outsider. I totally think it's going to happen. I don't really see Yafet as having anything to do with Odo. Bird o' prey, my friend. How can you say that? How can you say that, Bird? Really? I gotta say that surprises me. That's interesting. Bird of Prey is a DS9 connoisseur, so he has his reasons for saying that. That's interesting you say that, Bird. Let's see. And I think if anybody here is not subbed to Bird of Prey, please, you must sub to Bird of Prey 5. There are some people in here who might not be. Put in your channel, Bird, if you don't mind. You have a wrench. Yaphet can take on various forms of shape, so he could take on a humanoid form. Absolutely, yeah. See, just this. Yep, absolutely, Nate. Yeah, let's just throw that in the mix. Yep, I think Yaphet is a tribute to Odo as well, says Galinda. Not sure whether there needs to be a tribute to Odo, says Mr. Lundell. Well, yeah. Now, I guess the fact that Renee is not with us anymore makes it even more logical to do it. It's an interesting question. Yep, I'm Elaine's husband. I figured, Nick. You're on our TV. We're listening as she's writing her next script for our questions. Oh, okay, great. Oh, question. All right. I am gonna let's take. Let me just jump because I don't want to lose. We're gonna take Nick's question. By the way, congratulations to Nerd Cookies. If you can throw in her channel there. If you're not subbed to Nerd Cookies, please do. You can throw in the channel, Nick. That'd be great. Oh, shoot. You don't have a wrench. Hold on one sec. Let me just give you a wrench. There we go. You have a wrench now, Nick. So you can throw in Nerd Cookies channel. And let's see. Nerd Cookies has a great channel, great content, and her channel is really taking off. Lots of congrats to Nerd Cookies. I'm looking for Give me 1 second. Where did I? Okay. And then we're going to take Nick's question after Steven's. So Steven Katz is Latchkum. And if Seth allowed a famous sci-fi writer to write an episode of the Orville, who would you want? Okay, I see what you guys are answering that. George R. R. Martin. Yeah. What do you guys think to that? A famous sci-fi writer to write an episode. I would pick Alan Dean Foster off the bat. And Alan even expressed interest in it. Like Alan Dean Foster even expressed interest in it. I would say Alan Dean Foster, who wrote Star Trek, the motion picture story, the story for Star Trek, the motion picture. He's been a Star Trek writer forever. He wrote the Star Wars novels with George. Time Prophet says, yeah, Alan. What do you guys think? Experienced sci-fi John Scalzi, says Louise Sparrow. Hello, Louise. Louise, thank you for keeping me on my toes with the time, by the way. Yes, last 6 months ago, it was it wreaked havoc. Thank you, Louise. Thank you, Louise. It would never get finished, says Phantom. If George R. R. Martin, the episode would never get finished. I know, yeah. Isaac Asimov. Wouldn't that be great? Wow. You know, they could take Time Prophet. They could take a story of Isaac Asimov and adapt it to. They could do something like that. And the Gap and the Alien Fosters too, and the Alien novels and so much more. So much more. The guy, I mean, he's all over the. He was doing he's done 80% of the sci-fi franchises in the last 30 years. Alan is just ridiculous. Ridiculous. And Dee Meyer says Alan too. And Nerd Cookies chimes in, busy multitasking at the moment, but want to say, hey, thanks so much for your support. Yeah. Throw one of you guys throw in your channel. Oh, did Nick throw it in? Somebody throw either Nick or Nerd Cookies. Throw in your channel, please. And there are people who are not subbed to Nerd Cookies, so you please do. And let's see, Nerd Cookie's question, Nick's question was, should the Orville take on issues of cancel culture or avoid it? You know, it's interesting. It's interesting because, Nick, the Majority Rules episode, the one our friend Philip Gaming is in, the Majority Rules episode, I think in some ways tackles that. What do you guys think? Should the Orville like it? I'll let on a little bit. Maybe it should be more. Maybe we need to have an episode that needs even more direct about cancel culture. What do you guys think about that? What do you guys think? Should cancel culture be addressed? I don't think it should be avoided. I don't think it should be avoided for sure. What do you guys think about Nick's question? And Nick says, "Yeah, one of my favorite episodes." Yeah, that's a great episode. That's a great question. What do you guys think about? And good luck, Elaine, with your script. Good luck with your script. Interesting to see what that script is about. And again, Nick's question: should the Orville take on the issues of cancel culture? What do you guys think? Jim says, yes, Majority Rule did cover that to a degree. Couldn't remember the episode name. Yeah. Hard to say. I would say avoid it because I don't want the show to get canceled. Interesting, Dee. I think the Orville should avoid real life situation. Leave that shit for STD. Says Time Prophet. The direct cause of Star Trek let that be your last battlefield was cancel culture. Oh, good point, Phantom. I wish I was a Cookie Monster. Hump a statue canceled. Yeah, you shouldn't get canceled just for humping a statue. Poor Lamar. Resolute. Hey, Resolute Germ. Resolute, have you done your are you doing a you're doing an Orville rewatch today? And if you are, can you let us know the time and maybe throw in the link or Resolute? Because you haven't done it yet, right? I don't think you've done it yet. Yeah, throw in, if you're doing one today, Resolute Germ, please throw in the link so people can follow. Time Prophet, I agree, says Dee Myers. I think we already did the cancel culture with Majority Rule, says Nate. Andrea, hey guys, this is the show where we watch an episode. When does that the show where we watch an episode is Dark Matter Mondays. But Resolute Germ watches an Orville episode, I think in a little while after our show. I really love Sanctuary with the Mocklins, says Paul. Yeah, that was good. Hey, Tink. Clive Barker, says Tink, for the previous question. Good to see you, Tink. Discussing social issues is pretty much what sci-fi is about, says Glinda. I'm wondering if Seth would ever have a transgender character on the show. Steven, I mean, I don't know. It's almost like it's almost like some of the Mocklins almost fit into that category, I think, Steven. What do you guys think? Like some of the Mocklins who were born female, even though it's kind of different, but what do you guys think about that? What? Let's take this as the next question. Steven's question. Steven has a good question. Would Seth ever have a transgender character on the show? I would think yes. If he hasn't already, to be honest. What do you guys think about that? Let's take Steven's question. Steven accepts that Latchkum. Steven is very good at giving us good questions. The Orville should concentrate on the future, not the past. Majority rule revisited. I didn't see Resolute. Oh, there he is. Today's stream is done. Sunday at 4 p.m. Pacific is next stream, 4 p.m. Pacific. It's not. What time is it? 4 p.m. It's done? 4 p.m. Pacific. What time is it? Am I screwed up on the times? All right. Well, Resolute, put in your link so people can follow you. Trans or bi, says Jim. With medical advances, would that be a thing? I mean, you could just get the treatment and change if you want. That's a good point, Phantom. I mean, with the medical advances, like, yeah. It might, yeah, that's an interesting question, Phantom. I say yes as well, says Dee Dee. Yitzy's busy. Yitzy's busy as heck. Yeah, he's busy. He already does with Mocklins, says Louise. Maybe a multisexual race. Sure. It ended about 15 minutes ago. Oh. Well, if it's at 4 p.m. Pacific, it's 4 p.m. Pacific right now, isn't it? I don't know. That's really throwing me off. Anyway, this is Resolute's channel, guys. Please sub to Resolute Germ. He's doing some great Orville rewatch. And I think we may have overlapped each other today. So again, I'm sorry, Resolute. I have a window. I don't want to really interfere with somebody else doing Orville. I just have a window. Like my life is crazy with Resolute. I hope to join you guys someday, though. But everybody should sub to Resolute if you haven't. Please do, guys. Yafet is already a Transformer. I don't think Seth would shy away from much, says Glinda. Okay. Oh, it's after 5, Jim? Okay, thanks. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, of course. Yeah. All right. I don't know. I'm not even thinking straight. Yeah, I thought it was a 9-hour difference, and it's an 8-hour difference. Yeah, it's an 8-hour difference now. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Jim. I even know that the time has changed, and I'm still thinking there's 9-hour difference. Thanks, Jim. Thank God Jim's here. I mean, the uniforms are the same for the crew, so would a trans member demand? Well, I mean, the fit is different, right? Yeah, not necessarily willingly. Yeah. Although in retrospect, I don't see like Clyden would. I don't see Clyden being going back to being female, for example. Megan Maid was a Transformer. Yeah, it was a Transformer. Megan Maid, yeah. Yes, 12:17 British time. Thanks, Bird. Yeah. I know it still hasn't clicked. Like, it's crazy. I've been talking about it at the beginning of the show, Bird, and it still hasn't sunk into my head. It's still, yeah. All right. I'm asking for. You know what? Let's ask Bird of Prey. Bird of Prey, do you accept the Latchkum for one of those Bird of Prey stumper questions? Can we get a Bird of Prey stumper Orville question from the Bop? Is he willing to accept the Latchkum? Let's see if Bird accepts. They could explore it by having a Mocklin want to transition back. Yeah, I mean, listen, Louise. Obviously some of those could very well want to transition back, and they don't really even know how. They could be living their whole lives. I'm not a farmer. This is Kronos. Well, if you didn't know the timing changed, why were you late today? Was I late? Oh, I was a little bit late. Yeah, I was a little bit late. Because I was late because my life is crazy, though. Gap. I have 3 kids, and my life is crazy. I like to learn that Yaphet races. It's like the founders from DS9. Gap, put in your channel. I mean, you're gonna launch soon anyway. Go ahead and put in your channel, Gap. Put in your channel. I would like to learn that the Yaphet race is like the founders from DS9, and we learned that there's a race out there. Well, that's interesting. I would like to learn the Yaphet race is like the founders from DS9. Interesting, yeah. Do we get a bird? Wait. Oh, bird's thinking. Oh, there he goes. See, I knew he had one. I knew Bird, that's a great question. All right, Bird. Awesome. Bird accepts the Latchkum. Okay, in the Firestorm episode, in the Firestorm episode, which clowns were said to be the most dangerous and why? That's funny. That's a good question. In the Firestorm episode, which clowns were said to be the most dangerous and why? Good question. The Tank is right. The uniforms are gender neutral, but obviously the fit cannot be the same, right? They are gender neutral, yeah. Like it's like in the military. I mean, the uniforms are exactly the same, but actually, that's not a bad example because depending on the it's a bad example depending on the which uniform it is. All right, Bird's question. In the episode Firestorm, which clowns were said to be the most dangerous and why? Good question. What do you guys think? Clowns are scary. Yeah, I think clowns are. Yeah. Is he a government plot to cause a sleep deprivation every 6 months? Doesn't seem like Yaphet wants to rule anyone. They only want equality and respect. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't think the analogy would be the same as it was with the I don't think anybody would be worshiping them. Well, actually, it could kind of be fun. It would be funny. It could be funny. The founders were nasty. Yeah. Killer clowns from outer space is Jim. Well, that sounds tight. I can't remember individual episodes. My mind doesn't work like that. Great movie. Children party clowns specifically directed at children's is Phantom. Rodeo clowns, says Jim. Different cut for women. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Prophet. Yeah. I hate space clowns, says Fluger. Especially the killer clowns is Gap. Don't worry about it. Bird is cheating. Bird is cheating. Don't forget, guys, to sub to Resolute Germ. Anyone like the Voyager show, The Thaw? I don't remember which one that is, Kronos. Killer clowns. Now that is scary. Hobo clowns, because they're always hungry. Or circus clowns carries smell of cabbage and has small hands, according to Austin Powers. That's right. Circus clowns. Oh, Gap, did you put in your channel? You did? Don't forget to sub to Gap Stargate, guys. John Wayne, Gacy Clowns, obvious there's reasons. Hobo clowns because they're hungry. All clowns are scary. Hobo clowns. Hobo clowns. It looks like people are saying hobo clowns. Hobo clowns it is because they are hungry. Who is the first person to say hobo clowns, Bird? Let's see. Who said it first? See, Jeff said it. Tink said it. Nate said it. Who was the first person to say hobo clowns? That's okay. Let's see who else said it. Somebody else said it. That's great, guys. Lamar said it, says Jeff. Oh, Gap said, okay. Thanks, you. Great question, Bird. Great question, Bird of Prey. And Bird of Prey, I know you have a whole bunch. I know you have thousands of subs, but go ahead and put in your channel, dude. Bird of Prey has a wonderful, wonderful community, which he fearlessly leads. And we are humbled by a Bird of Prey. He's a good friend. So, and he's a New Yorker. All right, let me throw this question out. Thinking because I just got started thinking about New York by talking about Bird. Who thinks we're going to see more Seinfeld? I'm throwing out a question here. Who thinks we're going to see more Seinfeld in season 3? What do you guys think? More Seinfeld? More Seinfeld in season 3? Seinfeld in season 3. What do you guys think? Gap says no. More Seinfeld in season 3, guys. What do you guys think? Gap says no. I didn't see much Seinfeld in my days, says Kronos. Was Seinfeld in season 2? Yeah, Seinfeld was in Orville. Yes, Louise. It's the episode where they're where Jerry and Kramer are above the operating room table, and there's a junior mint that falls on the patient. Oh, but yeah, it wasn't season 2. Yeah. One more thing to consider: hobo clowns mainly eat beans. Phantom Outsider. I've never watched Seinfeld Time Prophet. Phantom says, yep, more Seinfeld. What is a Seinfeld? Kronos. I want more Larry David. Larry David's funny. Yeah, Seinfeld would be cool in season 3, says TD Mars. It's shrinkage. I hope not. I don't like Seinfeld, and I don't want it dragging down the Orville, says Resolute. Oh, I have a strange feeling, Resolute, we're going to see more Seinfeld. That's my gut feeling. But Resolute says no. Lucia says, I never watched it. The Junior Mint. I'll watch the Junior Mint. I've never Seinfeld, says Cap. Stephen Klein says, I could see them watching Jerry Seinfeld's stand-up routine in the simulator. That's interesting, Stephen. That's interesting, Stephen. I have it. All right. I'm going to say this. I'm going to do a new segment, and I'm probably just going to do videos on it, like short videos on it. And I'm going to do these little new segments, and they're just going to be called Orville predictions. And in the Orville predictions, I do have a prediction for a Seinfeld-based Orville episode, and I'm going to talk about it in the video. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be really short. It's just going to be a concept. I'm throwing out a concept. Actually, it might even be a YouTube short. So these YouTube shorts that are becoming really popular right now to compete with TikTok. I'm going to be doing more like 60-second or less than 60-second videos. Nate says, I think we'll get an episode with a cast of Seinfeld to show Jerry and play leader and a negotiator from one planet and Elaine and Kramer on another. That's interesting. Of course, Jason Alexander is already on the Orville. He's the bartender, Alex. So that's interesting. And I again, guys, I know I beat this horse to death, but we're gonna get a moment at some point. We're gonna get a Ted Danson, Alex moment at the bar on the Orville. I think we will. Anyway, that's just me being crazy. Orville Nation not sure about Seinfeld about getting Brent's. How about getting Brent Spiner? Who wants to see Brent Spiner? What do you guys think about that? How about getting Brent Spiner? Shivers. Yes. Abu is the banana ray scientist. Yeah. What series is that? Close enough. That's close enough. Yeah. If you can't say night. Okay, Glinda. That's funny. Norm. Yeah, Norm. Seinfeld, Much Ado About Nothing. That's funny. Much Ado About Nothing. But he is thorough. And Putty. 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 Putty, yeah. Putty, yeah. Who else? I'm sure there's somebody else in there that we haven't. It's not coming to mind right now. Yeah, Putty, absolutely, Jim. I would rather see some of the actors. Love Putty was a great character. I would rather see some of the actors do their own stand-up. That's interesting. Hey, Peggy, good to see you. I have a feeling after Seinfeld, Bortus will go for a fruit-like creamer Kenny Rogers chicken. Kenny Rogers chicken. Kenny Rogers roasters. That's great. Phantom. Admiral Elaine. Oh my God, Admiral Elaine. Wow. What if she was the Veep? What if she was the vice president of the Planetary Union? What if she was the vice president of the Planetary Union? I'm falling behind. I'm gonna go faster. I don't think Seth will work with Michael Richards, says Jim. Because of what happened, I'm gonna yeah, I understand, Jim. I really think, to me, it really seemed like Michael Richards felt really bad about what happened. I don't even remember the details. I don't know. That's an interesting That's an interesting. You said that, Jim. It's possible. Like a stand-up comedy episode where they're trying to teach comedy. Although, what would repeat TNG? Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, Peggy. Frasier. Frasier was a good show. All right. Oh, Brent Spiner, guys. What about Brent? Yeah, I'm falling behind. Brent would be fun. Yeah, Brent. Yeah, I was thinking that, Jim. Brent as a Kalon human. I was thinking about something like that. Because you might not want to see him in the suit, right? But I don't know. Maybe you would see him. What if Kalon? What if Brent Spiner voiced, or he might not be in the suit? You have to be like really skinny to get in those robot suits. I don't know. It would be funny. Yeah, maybe he could voice. I don't know. I just know they have these prerequisites for being a Kalon. These body type prerequisites for being Kalon. Who knows? Maybe Brent Spiner. I'm not saying he's fat. I'm not saying you're fat, Brent. Not at all. I'm just saying, like, you have to be crazy skinny like Mark Jackson. And this is, by the way, this is the reason I have been saying that Anthony Daniels from C-3PO, who is just as skinny as he was freaking 30 years ago, That's why I think you might see him as a Kalon. Getting off topic. We're also like some Stargate cameos. Yeah, Stargate cameos. Stargate actors. Yeah. Somebody's put in Richard Dean Anderson before. Absolutely. It was a while ago. Clue that. Yeah. If Jason returns as bartender, it might be a clue that I think he is going to return, to be honest. I think he is going to return. I think we're going to see Marina back as a school teacher too. Roger Cross. Yeah, Roger Cross. The Seinfeld holodeck. Yeah, the Seinfeld holodeck episode. Yeah, that's the only episode I haven't cared so far. The Crowns of Spiders, Andrea. Wow, I'm really falling behind. All right, let me go. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that'd be so funny, Steven. And you know what? And you know what, Steven? That's great. That's a great episode. And while he does the stand-up comedy, this is such a good writer's room, guys. Our show, our gathering here, Latchkum, is such a good writer's room. Stephen, and as he does the stand-up, that's a great idea, Stephen. And as he does that stand-up routine, Stephen, he lets people know about all the nasty things he wrote about the crew to the Kalon homeworld, to Kalon primary. That's funny. That's a great idea, Stephen. Wow. Who wants to see? Who would want to see? Who would want to see Isaac? Let me just throw this out there. Who would want to see Isaac do a stand-up routine where he's roasting the crew? Who would like to see that? Raise your hand if you would want to see Isaac do stand-up roasting. Let me scoot ahead a little bit because I'm falling behind. I'm gonna jump ahead. I'm skipping a few comments here. When are we getting Seth here? I don't think we're getting Seth anytime soon, but it'd be nice. It'd be nice to get Seth. It'd be awesome. Well, I would love to I would love to be able to talk to Tom. I know he's very busy, but that's okay. There's, Galinda raised her hand. Listen, Orville Nation. I want to be an Orville focused channel. I don't want to be an Orville exclusive channel. I think there's so much we can do. I do think that after season 3, after everybody is being, I think the channel has grown, and I think after season 3 is done and we've seen it, hopefully we'll get some more people from the Orville on the show. So Elise has a question. If you could make a uniform for the Orville crew and make a new department, what would it be? Let's ask 14 and Barbara that question. All right, that's a good question. Yeah, what if it could be a new department, what would it be? What would if you can make a new uniform? Hey, Bonnie, how you doing? Good to see you, Bonnie. Professor Brainy Specs. Good to see you. Remember, Isaac's timing is likely digital. So a few of you raised your hands. Want to see a Isaac in Isaac's stand-up routine where he's roasting. No, Data already tried stand-up and don't want Isaac copying him too much, says Resolute. That's a good point. Borders is my total fave, says Andrea. I'm gonna keep calling you Andrea by accident. Sorry, I'm gonna try to say Andrea. Nate says yes. I want to see Bortus. I want to see Bortus learn stand up wearing the mustache. That's good. It's good. It's good. So, guys, hello, Matthew. Thank you for joining us. I'd watch an episode. Matthew says, "Yeah, I'd watch an episode." Isaac doing stand up. Listen, I think it could be funny. Like it could be as you know, in his own way. It could be. Stephen brought up a good point. It could be really funny. Craft Services Department for the Food and Beverage Officers. Interesting. What color would it be, guys? What color would that be, Jim? Fortian came up with a yellow uniform. Fortian Barber, our friend Fortian, came up with a yellow uniform for and for being the Planetary Union barber on the Orville. I know we're gonna get. I think that joke might be going on for a little bit, Galinda. We might be teased more before we actually hear him sing. I'm thinking we might not. We could get teased more. We could get teased more in season 3. We might not even hear him till later on, or ever. I want to see Bortus singing instead. Orville Nation. Data's positronic brain was from Isaac Asimov novel. Isaac was obviously named after Isaac Asimov. Yeah. I listen, it's interesting, but it's interesting though that it's interesting that when Kalon Primary asked Isaac why did he choose the name Isaac, he said Isaac Newton, which I think shocked a lot of people. I'm not sure if I totally believe that, to be honest. I'm not sure. It's interesting. It's an interesting question. Like, I'm not sure if I totally believe that Isaac really chose Isaac Newton. I'm not sure. It's interesting. I know. Andrea. I know. I actually made a note of it the other day, but I'm gonna goof it up. So forgive me for goofing it up. If I goof it up, I'm gonna try not to. New department temporal reaction team and color gray uniform will be gunmetal gray. Interesting. Nate just reminded me of something. When you said the gray uniforms, it reminded me of something. If Bortus culture doesn't have humor, it would be interesting seeing Isaac criticize it. Interesting. Yeah, that's interesting, Phantom. Bortus and stand up would be hilarious. It would. You must be silent. Magenta says Jim for the color. Magenta. Actually, clad in doing a routine as a desperate housewife. Just think this out. That's hysterical. A desperate housewife. That's funny, Peggy. That's funny. He is definitely Laird Fortian. Yes, Laird Fortian. Yes, Lord Fortian. That's right, John. Let's see, turquoise color. Interesting, Alicia. Turquoise. This task people for divorce. Yeah. Yellow Earth Sciences is Phantom. Yeah, that's interesting. Yellow for Earth Sciences. I wonder though if Earth Sciences. I wonder if that's interesting. I don't know. I have a feeling like all sciences are just going to be bundled in green. That's my feeling. I think yellow is obviously a logical option. Yeah, it is. Because it's got the yellow and like the black on the sides. Yeah. That's what Fortian put. He put yellow for his alternate uniform. Getting cut off by becomes a running joke for a few episodes. Yeah, I see that being the running joke. Andre, it's Andrea. Andrea. Oh, it's Andrea, not Andrea. 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 You know what? I think you just need to come. We just need to stream together and it'll stick. Andrea. Thank you, Andrea. That would be good for hospitality department, says Resolute. Interesting. That's interesting. Hello, Womp Rat. Black for Black Ops. Interesting. Silver glitter color. Entertainment. And forgive me, Andrea, that the reason that happens is because we're always reading each other's names instead of listening, and I'm listening to it being pronounced by you. I haven't watched you enough. Andrea, cool. Let me know. Okay. Orange. Well, yeah. Gotcha. HVAC workers. I don't pay attention to most things. All right. I'm throwing out another question. Well, I'm throwing out the Latchkum for another question. Who's picking up the Latchkum? Who's picking up the porcupiney Latchkum? I'm throwing it out there. Oh, that's nice. Your friends call you Andy? That's cool. Okay. I like that. Thank you, Andy. And by the way, I just assumed, Andrea, that you have a wrench, but Andrea is really Andy is doing some great stuff on her channel. And you don't have a wrench, young lady. So you do now. So please do me a favor and throw in your channel so people can sub to it. She's got great content, off to a great start. She is a communications expert, so you guys will be pleasantly surprised you're not listening to some idiot amateur YouTuber pretending to be on a spaceship. So please put in your wrench, young lady. Is it a shrunk ring? No, this is a dragon's egg from whatchamacallit, Game of Thrones. It's a Game of Thrones dragon's egg. Actually, except the bottom doesn't look like it, but the rest of it it's pretty good. I mean, it's a pretty good thing for so you guys can get this anywhere. A dragon's and get the brown one, obviously. Get the brown one. Get Game of Thrones dragon's egg. You can get it anywhere, guys. Better wrench than a screwdriver. I have many questions, but I must save them for philosophy chat tonight or my therapist. Okay. So I'm looking for a volunteer for the next question. And guys, go out and get yourself a Latchkum. Go out and get yourself a everybody, please sub to Andrea Seabrook. She has a great, wonderful channel, and she is a journalist and a communications expert. You guys will notice that if you start watching her. Great content coming from that channel. So everybody, please take a moment and sub, guys. Already have grown having grown dragons as Lady Misty do. That's funny. Instead of a knife, a small ribbon of fire comes out. That says Jim. Yeah. So don't forget, guys, to sub to her channel and go check it out. Let's see. Too bad. Yeah, Robert. Yeah. I would live to get my hands stabbed. We could play Star Trek and swap the colors, says Matthew Flynn. Oh, that's interesting, Matthew. It's interesting, and that's one of the things that caught my eye about the gray that Nate brought up, because I've talked about it before, is that there's obviously a big problem. There's always been a big problem. Listen, when military in the field do not want to be, the command does not want to be identified when military is in the field. They actually go out of their way to blend in with the rest of the troops. And it doesn't make sense for the color coding, for real away missions. It wouldn't make sense. So I'm thinking we're going to see some kind of, I don't know, grayish. I was thinking maybe this grayish camouflage. It depends what kind of. I mean, they can even do some CGI with their uniform. Who knows? Something that would be unique with the uniforms. I think we might see something like that. Good point, Matthew. It could be a swap between the colors, like with Trek. Yeah, I think the swap was really good. Trek. I think it worked. It made a lot of sense too. Good point, Matthew. Yeah. Andrea's journalist, Kronos. So, make the uniforms 50 Shades of Brown for away missions. Guys, if you have not subbed to this young man, this talented, creative genius, please do. And Love Shack, please put in your channel. Go ahead. I haven't asked. I forget to ask you to put it in. Go ahead, Love Shack, please. You have a wrench. You've had a wrench forever. Yeah, there you go. Please put in your channel, John. Yeah. Think of Andrea's thinking of a question. Yeah, it's not a good credit for array missions. Hello, Not Ryan Johnson. Thank you, my friend. Well, very generous super chat from Not Ryan Johnson. Just popped in to say hello. Hit the like button and drop off some sweet loot before I head to bed. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, Not Ryan Johnson. Very kind. Not Ryan Johnson, by the way. Let me just check. I don't know. Oh, you don't have a. You have a wrench now. Not Ryan Johnson. Please go ahead and put in your channel. Let's see. Thank you for that very generous super chat, my friend. Let me just make sure. Please go ahead and put in your channel, Not Ryan Johnson. Find it. I can't find your channel. We're Not Ryan Johnson's. If you can go ahead and put it in, I'd appreciate it. Love Shack, that's your channel. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for the $20 super chat. Thank you for popping in. Thank you. Thank you, Not Ryan. Not Ryan. By the way, I've been thinking a lot about how Alan Dean Foster is getting screwed over by Disney for excuse me. How Alan Dean Foster is getting screwed over by Disney, not getting paid. And he hasn't been vocal against Rian Johnson, because he's not like Alan Dean Foster is not somebody who's confrontational, but he's been very blunt about not liking episode 8, The Last Jedi. And so, he's coming out. I think that Alan's coming out against Rian Johnson, so much so that he wrote an unsolicited treatment script, which Alan said he never does. He wrote a treatment script for episode 8 to fix it. How crappy. I mean, listen, to make Alan Dean Foster just get all riled up to write a treatment script for your terrible movie. Wow. I mean, and Disney, obviously Lucasfilm didn't listen to him, but listen, if Alan Dean Foster takes the time to do a treatment script for episode 8 and you're a Lucasfilm Disney, you better be listening to that. But anyway, so I think that Alan's getting a hard time for having come out against episode 8. And he's even said it on Orville Nation. I don't like episode 8. It's terrible. I didn't use those words, but he hates it. He hates it. It's because it's awful. It's just an awful script. Anyway, I'm getting way off base, and I see a Stephen Klein question I should be taking. There you go. Everybody sub to Not Rian Johnson, guys. A great member of our community. Thank you, my friend. Cardinal Sin. There you are. Hello, Cardinal Sin. Good to see you. Cardinal Sin Gil, please put in your channel as well. Okay, and off to another channel off to a great start. Please put in your channel, Cardinal. Bye, Peggy A. You got to run. Bye. Thank you for joining us. And where's Stephen's question? I saw. There we go. Stephen Klein throws a question out. And question, do you think that the Kaylon know about the holographic technology that Ed and Gordon used to infiltrate the Krill and can use it to infiltrate the Union and other planets? Interesting question. That is first of all, thank you for accepting the Latchkum, Stephen. That is an intricate and convoluted question, my friend. And it's a great question. Do you think that the Kaylon know about? Yeah, listen, this brings up a lot of questions. This question brings up a lot of questions. How much did Isaac share? How much did Isaac share? He probably shared everything, to be honest. He probably shared everything. What do you guys think about this? And could that technology be used to infiltrate the Union? Listen, I'm going to be completely honest. I totally see, like in that DS9 episode where they were all paranoid about Odo's people infiltrating the Earth. Like, I totally see there could totally be spies on Earth, like Kaylon spies on Earth at some point. No, you're not the only one, Time Prophet. We all do. Well, most of us do. We do. I have just been waiting some time gap to go by, and we're going to bring that up real soon. Real soon. I wrote a treatment to erase all of Star Trek Discovery. That's great, Cap. Even with the holographic technology, the Kaylon would have difficulty integrating with humans. Even with the holographic, that's interesting. So even with holographic technology, the Kaylon would have difficulty integrating with humans. Are we going to see, like, I mean, what if we see? We could even, I mean, we could see, like you guys said about Brent Spiner, he could be a human. Brent Spiner could be a human. Whatchamacallit? He could be Brent Spiner could be a human Kaylon. I'm thinking Battlestar, like kind of like Battlestar. I mean, it could be a holographic thing, or it could be real. Who knows? Physical, tangible, human android body. Founders didn't have to infiltrate Earth. It was enough for Earth to fear it. Yeah. There was only a few on there. There was only a few. Um, yeah, on Earth, there's only it was only like 4 or something like that. There's only 4 of us here, and you guys are all. When wasn't it Star Wars? Yes, Phantom, exactly. I saw Star Wars in the theater summer I was 15. Says Glinda. Oh, that's great. I'm not. Oh, awesome, Matthew. That's great. Guys, yeah, head over to Troy Pacelli's. Absolutely. Thank you for hanging out, Matthew. Troy Pacelli has a great channel. Troy Pacelli, my friend Troy. I have been a fan of Star Wars since I was knee high to a Jawa. Star Wars was the first movie I saw in cinema. It was the first one I remember, Nate. Yeah, Star Wars was the first one I remember, probably because I saw it more than once. McGeezer says Kronos. Oh, for sure, Love Shack. For sure. Yeah. I only saw the releases of Star Wars with the pictures. Oh, Louise is a young duckling. She's a baby. All right. Let's take 1 or 2 more questions, guys. 1 or 2 more questions. I don't think that so. I mean, they go about their business not like there's some human proof test. They might be considered eccentric. Sure. So Phantom says it's possible for them to integrate with. They can be considered eccentric. Sure. Yeah. Actually, with different kinds of humanoids from different kinds of planets, I could see that, Phantom. I could see them. Yeah. They could be integrate. They might not have to be from Earth, and they could be on Earth, but they could be from somewhere else and maybe a little eccentric. Yeah. Good night, Stephen. Thanks for the questions, my friend. Thanks for hanging out. Take care, Stephen. All right. By the way, like I was saying at the beginning of the stream, guys, Orville season 3 is going to blow us away. I think Orville is going to be in a very different place when season 3 is done. It's going to be a very, very, very strong established sci-fi show. There's going to be stuff I think that really hasn't been done on television yet. Well, streaming / television as far as sci-fi. I really think we're going to see. I really think it's going to be at a whole different level. Orville will be on a whole different level. Any of you guys who know people, I know you all know, everybody, all of you know people who have been holding out to watch the Orville. Get them to watch the Orville because they're going to be kicking themselves later on. Get everybody get people you guys know to watch the Orville. Do you want a small fighter ship in the Orville? That's a great question, Womprat. Absolutely, that's a great question. What do you guys think? We saw the Krill had one. The Planetary Union have to have something like that. What do you guys think? A small fighter? Womprat accepts this. Great question. What do you guys think about that? Who wants to see a small fighter in the Planetary Union? How do you know we're not already here? But perhaps I've said too much, Phantom. Perhaps you have. Well, you can ask a question. A lot of these questions we're asking are more a matter of opinion. So, Cardinal Sin, don't forget to check out Cardinal Sin's channel, guys. Everyone, please sub to the channels that that our colleagues are posting. And Greg Bear tomorrow on Cardinal Sin. Why can't we just start kicking them now? Yes, Phantom. Yes, go ahead and kick your friends who are not watching. Kick them. Yeah, listen, beat them into submission for watching the Orville. Yeah, for not watching it. To watching the Orville. Into watching the Orville. Did the Union battle cruisers have fighter ships? I just saw the battle the other day, Jim, and I don't recall seeing it. I could just see the krill. What do you guys think? Please don't kick me, says Kronos. I'm guessing it will be on Disney Stars, Hulu option. Yeah, I'm guessing too. Yeah, Louise, I would assume. Maybe in the bigger class ships. That's a good point, man. Yeah. I see. I think they have to be. And I think that as we explore like some of the other Union vessels, I think like these issues will come up about the fighters. I actually do think we'll have fighters in the bigger ships. I actually do think we will have them. If Star Trek's Changing Worlds is bad as STD and STP, do you think CBS will be more open to sell the franchise? Let's take Nate's question as the last question as we finish answering the other one too. They may not call the large Union ships battle cruisers. Sub, says Kronos. Awesome. Everyone sub to Orville need a spacecraft carrier. Interesting. Love Shack. I love the Odyssey. By the way, I love the Odyssey ship in Stargate. I just think it's just cool. It's well done. CBS will never sell Star Trek because of the legacy content. Yeah. Well, Paramount. See the new Viacom. Paramount might not want to sell it. I see that. No fighter, Defiance, a Defiant type class. Les says Love Shack. No matter how much they shite on it, says Jim. All right. So who wants to see fighters? And we're finishing answering that question. And the last question is, will Star Trek ever be sold? Will CBS ever be open to selling the franchise if they screw up Strange New Worlds? And of course, Louise's Instagram. Please check out Louise's Instagram, guys. Louise Sparrow, a great member of our community, a great supporter. Louise, thank you for being here always. Louise is always here. Thank you, Louise. It's good to see you. Check out her Instagram. Orville gets a starship, Yamato cameo. There should be a Homer's Odyssey ship in the shape of a donut. Oh, in the great words of Joe Malazzi, have you dipped the cosmic donut lately? I want to talk really briefly about tomorrow night. Star Trek will have nothing to sell after the disastrous STD. Oh man, guys! Alicia's channel, Alicia AVP, a great Orville channel. She's got great interviews. She's got great content. She's going to start her podcasting now. Make sure you are subbed to Alicia AVP. I'm not sure if that's and she has two channels actually. One is the Orville Lounge and one is her regular channel, as well as her podcasting. Great. What do you mean? Wait. Oh, your sense of humor. Hold on. Maybe we should check out Louise's. Are you saying we should check out your post, Louise? 1 second. Your Instagram post. Oh, I gotcha. Check out Louise's Instagram post. Actually, I'm just gonna show um, Disney Star Trek. That's funny. You know what, Louise, first, thank you for sharing that. I will share that on the screen so we can all see it. I will share. That's a great post. I will share it. Oops. There you go. Thank you, Louise, for sharing that. Let me just blow that up a little bit. Disney Star Trek, because at this point, why not? That's funny. That's funny, Louise. Thanks for sharing that. So tomorrow night, guys, don't forget Dark Matter Monday. We have two great guests. We have actor Brendan Murray, and we have director Paul Day, and of course, we have the great creator of Dark Matter and executive producer of Stargate and so much other stuff. And Utopia Falls, the showrunner for Utopia Falls as well. Our friend Joseph Malazzi. And we are going to have also actress Simone Bailey, and we'll be posting about that. Our friend actress Simone Bailey, who's going to be co-hosting with us, guest co-hosting. I am wearing a red shirt. It's got. I'm loving these little boomerang shirts, because it's got the little Trek Delta on it. I'm loving them. Yeah. I get redshirted. I just redshirted myself. Simone is going to be on tomorrow. Kronos. Simone is going to be on tomorrow, and it already looks better in STD. Yeah, it does. The chick is way too slender because Kronos. Guys, help anybody who can contribute to Alicia's GoFundMe. Please do. She has a situation. She's taking care of her mother, and please help. COVID has been a really hard. This 2020 has been a really hard year for so many people. It's been a financial disaster for many. It's been for me. It's been hard. Again, I get into details, but yeah, for some people who are entrepreneurs, it really decimated their projects. So please make sure you guys hit up AVP. The Orville will need military weapons to fight the Klowns. Yeah. Good night, John. Hello, John DeMarco. And we are just wrapping up. I want to make sure, guys, head over to Time Profit lost his job. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, Time Profit. It's time to get our smiles back. Yeah. Let's get everybody who needs a vaccine, get them a vaccine, and let's move on with life. What is a Latchkum, Gil? This is a Latchkum. My friend. And I don't know if you're asking seriously or jokingly, but this is what the Mocklins on the Orville used to have fun, and they just throw it around like a hot potato. And all of a sudden, if you're lucky enough, you get stabbed through the hand with a knife that comes out of it, and that's Latchkum. Let me show you properly before we wrap up. Thank you, Professor Brainy Specs. And Professor, can you put in your R&R link in your other link, please? Thank you. If you can. Let's see. Oh, yeah, you forgot. Okay. Yeah, gotcha. Carlson. Yeah, I think anyway, I will and yeah, I haven't had Upsada with me in a while. I haven't had Upsada with me. Um, that's funny. Yeah, I used to have chocolate milk when we were doing Latchkum always on hand because it looks like Upsada. Let's see. There you go, Professor Brainy Specs. Everybody sub to Professor. Make sure you're watching Professor Brainy Specs and a question of Trek and history with R&R. Good stuff. Good stuff. And Professor Brainy Specs is a great person to be co-hosting with Rambling. Awesome. All right, guys. Cardinal Sin, did you put in your channel, my friend? I didn't see it. Did I miss it? Go ahead, Cardinal, and put in your channel if you haven't. You do have a wrench. Let's see. Yeah, you have a wrench, right? Yeah. And we're getting ready. Let's see. So Troy Pacelli is starting to stream. Let's see who is streaming. Lorena is streaming. Doomcock is going to start soon. Let's see who else is streaming. All right. Well, from people I follow, let's see. Yeah, Lorena's streaming. All right, guys. Tomorrow we have a great show for Dark Matter Monday, and we have two very special guests, director and actor, and Simone Bailey, our friend, is going to be co-hosting along with Katie and Adega, and of course Joseph. And yeah, we grow together, guys. We grow together, and everybody should be subbing to everybody in our community. Unless you really don't like somebody for some crazy, because they're doing something that's just really not in sync with you, I think we should all be subbing to each other. So, and of course, everything, you guys are all welcome here. We're going to be doing, I'm going to take a few minutes just to talk. You know what? Let me just chat about a few things. I'm in a chatty mood tonight. We're going to have the Friendathon. So the Friendathon, which I tried to do last year, but the way I wanted to do it, YouTube was no longer letting me do it the way I wanted to do it. So I think we're at a point where we can do it in a different fashion, and we're going to be having 5-minute interviews. So everybody who is a content creator, even if you're not a content creator, let's say you make t-shirts or you make whatever it is you do. Anybody who wants to have a 5-minute interview on the Friendathon, we're going to schedule it soon. My schedule has been really complicated. I want to do it soon. I want to do the Friendathon soon. It'd be a great way for people to pick up subs. And good night, Nate. Good night, my friend. And Cardinal Sin. This is the channel. Make sure you're sub to Cardinal Sin. He's off to a great start. Great panels, great content. Make sure you guys are sub to Cardinal Sin, our friend Cardinal Sin. Yeah, so the Friendathon is coming. We have some new Orville prediction videos coming, and Dark Matter season 4, guys. There's gonna be a point where we're gonna really ramp up into a full out campaign for Dark Matter season 4. We'll see when that's coming. Again, we are Orville focused, but we want quality sci-fi. Orville focused and other quality sci-fi. And obviously Joe has done amazing things with Dark Matter and Stargate. Oh man, I was watching Stargate before. Joe is just an amazing writer. And obviously it's not all him, but you can see, once you get to know Joe more, you can start to see, oh, that must be Joe writing that part, or that concept might be coming from Joe, or great stuff. And then they just Cooper, Brad Wright, and obviously his writing partner Paul Mully, and just an amazing. Wow, 17 seasons of Stargate. SGU did not get a proper chance. Just amazing. Oh my God, amazing cast in SGU, Stargate universe. So listen, Resolute. I'm writing your name down, Resolute, because I want to have well, I'll reach out to you, Resolute, for Friendathon. So Alicia is on board with Friendathon. Thanks, Alicia. Make sure you guys are subbed to Alicia. So Time Prophet liked SGU. Yeah. Quality sci-fi is our goal. Yeah. Hashtag Malazzi is amazing. Yes, Cardinal Sin. Yeah, he's just Joe is just an amazing creator. By the way, let me just throw this out there. Joseph has Joe Malazzi has a YouTube channel. Where is it? He doesn't really work it, but he's got a lot of cool stuff on there. And in case anybody wants to check out Joe's channel, there's a lot of good stuff on there. And guys, I know a lot of you have not watched Dark Matter, and I want to say here, Joe's channel. I just want to say real quick. There was a lot of people who were turned off by Dark Matter because there was one very specific thing that happens in Dark Matter that turned people off, from what I gather, and that was that people were using, like, let's say it seemed like people were using 21st century ammunition in the future. And to some people, the fact that there weren't, like, everybody wasn't using a ray gun, a laser gun, to some people, it didn't click. And until you have to look past that in the first few episodes of season 1. And people who haven't looked past that, are missing out. I do also want to say this, like, remember how in Stargate, the, like, even like the Asgard wanted the humans to help out with their more primitive weapons, and that there is something to say for projectile weapons instead of energy-based weapons. So there might be an advantage. I think we need to be less short-sighted on that. Andrea, I think that the Friendathon. Okay, so the Friendathon is it was a celebration of upcoming and new channels to cross promote each other. So we're going to be doing 5-minute interviews of channels on the Friendathon. We're going to do a Friendathon quarterly. We're going to do 4 times a year, and we want to do our first quarter Friendathon. I want to do it soon. I do want to do it in the first. Ideally, I'd want to do it before March is over. We're also going to be doing the Cliff Simon tribute before March is over. And so stay tuned for the Friendathon. I definitely want to interview you, my friend. So stay tuned, Andy. Orville Nation, the first in the 18th century, we had guns with projectile weapons, and now we're still using projectile weapons. Nothing. Yeah, that's a good point, Time Prophet. SC1 used both. Exactly. Yeah. That's a great point, Louise. And it's not the production company, and it's not has nothing to do with Joe. The fact that it was not Sci-Fi. Sci-Fi put the advertising money elsewhere. Sci-Fi put the advertising money elsewhere, and Dark Matter got shortchanged with Sci-Fi advertising, and that was a big deal. So, yeah. So I think everybody needs to, listen, while we wait for good stuff to come out, while we wait, guys, for some good Orville season 3, go check out Dark Matter. Good quality sci-fi, guys. Good quality sci-fi. Some shielding works on energy weapons, but those might not be effective for projectile weapons. Yeah, for example, that's a good point, Phantom. Yeah. That might not be, yeah. Holographic bullets adversely affected a Borg drone. Exactly, Phantom. Happens all the time. Studios spend big bucks on making films. Studios drop the marketing ball. Yeah, that's a good point, Cardinal. Yeah. Professor, I like this idea of you interviewing members of the community. What is going to be so interesting? That is going to be so interesting and awesome. Yeah. We're going to be doing it real soon. And so I really wanted to do it last year, but the way I had thought about doing it, just when I came down to realizing it just didn't work. What I wanted to do just didn't work with YouTube. I didn't realize it first, but so now we're ready to do it. I think we're ready to do it. Astro wants to see where the term Zat Nicotel came from. Zat. Oh, okay. That's interesting. That's a good question. There was there. By the way, I do want to mention in the last Dark Matter Monday. I'm going to talk about it tomorrow. In the last Dark Matter Monday streams, we had a few people. We had a person complaining about censorship. We don't censor, guys. I don't censor, and I would hope that nobody's censoring, because there's a lot of you guys have wrenches. I would hope that we're not censoring anybody. So if you guys have a wrench, unless you really find something offensive, let it go. I appreciate it. Because I don't want to be, I don't want people feeling that they're being censored at all. I will ask that question, and I'm also going to ask the question that somebody who had felt that they'd been censored last Monday. I do want to ask that question. I'm going to ask both those questions, Jim. I'm going to ask the Zach question tomorrow. Do not work on Arrakis. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, Cardinal Sin. That was actually. Let's talk about it, Cardinal Sin. That's actually one thing that that we had having the Friendathon across more than one channel was a possibility. So let's talk about it. Yeah, hit me up, Gil. Let's talk about it. All right, guys. You may find 5-minute interviews too constraining. That's true. That's true, Professor. I think we're going to see how many people we get that want interviews. So that's a good point, Professor. Yeah. Google censored a lot of what I've said in other streams, and I wasn't saying. Yeah, exactly. It happened. It's happened to me too. Time Prophet. Yeah. So the thing is, some people didn't see it, didn't realize that it's Google. And I guess if you don't realize it's Google, I could obviously not sit well with you. So yeah, it's obviously it's not us, it's Google. It was happening all over, Louise. Yeah. YouTube sometimes censors the chats for no. Yeah. And obviously the question was basically what the question was being censored was made no, it was not a big deal. Because I got the gist of what the person was trying to ask, and it's not a big deal. It's just YouTube being YouTube. So, okay, Kai, good to see you, my friend. Kai makes fun stuff. Kai, can you put in, before we wrap up, can you go ahead and put, my friend Kai wrote a great book, and he knows when. At some point, I'm going to get the book when he knows why I didn't get it yet. At some point, I'm going to get that book. I want the hardcover book. I don't want the ebook. I want the real thing. I'm gonna. Can you put in the link to your book, Kai? You got the wrench, right? Yeah, you got the wrench. And guys, make sure you sub to Kai and to Joe Malazzi. And by the way, our co-host tomorrow, Simone Bailey, her channel is really blowing up. She's doing a great job, amazing job, and congratulations to Simone. Let's see if Kai, if you can put in the link to your book, Kai, and your channel, if you have a sec. Habit of deleting comments and not telling you who did it. Interesting. Oh, Jim's got the tech. Jim's got the tech savvy. Space Crime Domino is the name of the book. It's also available on Kindle. Awesome. And it's like dirt cheap on Kindle, guys. So pick it up, either hard copy or Kindle. I'm looking forward to that, Kai. I'm not just saying that. I'm looking forward to reading it when I get back home. So let's see. Nick, sandworms. All right, guys. Listen, it's been an awesome evening. Thank you guys for just being a great Latchkum. I want to thank everybody for being here. I want to thank Nick and Elaine, Cardinal Sin, Kai, Jim, Resolute Germ, AVP, Time Prophet, Gap, Stargate, Pflugerville, Louise, Professor Brainy Specs, everybody who has been in here, Phantom Outsider, Stephen Klein, Andrea, who else? Everybody, AVP, John DeMarco, everybody who's been in here. Thank you guys. You guys have an awesome night. Stay safe and join us tomorrow. We got an awesome show tomorrow with Joe Malazzi, Simone Bailey, director Paul Day, and actor Brendan Murray, and of course Adega and Katie. And tomorrow, Nina Infinity is going to, because we have too many people, so Nina Infinity is going to sit out tomorrow, and she will be back next Monday. So we have a great show. By the way, congrats to Nina Infinity on her channel. Great, just blowing up. Nina's channel is blowing up. Awesome content. So we will have her back next week. All right, guys, we'll see you tomorrow, and you guys have a great, blessed Sunday. Take care. Oh, Kai, you started on Dark Matter. Awesome, Kai. Awesome. That's great. Awesome. Good night, guys.